he made, like you and like me, said mean things and were really quite nasty. In fact, the humans didn't listen to God. They'd hurt each other and turned away from God. But God had a plan to save us all, and his plan was to send a very special young man. Thousands of years ago, on that very first Christmas, the Saviour of the world was born. God sent his Son to earth to save us all. The Prince of Peace was born on a stable for you and me. This is the Christmas story told by the children in Kids Crew.
Long ago, about 2,000 years, when King Herod ruled Judea, God sent the angel Gabriel to a young woman named Mary who was engaged to marry Joseph. The angel Gabriel said to Mary,
"Peace be with you. God has blessed you and is pleased with you."
Mary was very surprised by this and wondered what the angel meant. The angel said to her,
"Don't be afraid. God has been very kind to you. You will give birth to a baby boy and you will call him Jesus. He will be God's own son and his kingdom will never end."
Mary was very afraid, but she trusted God.
Let it happen as God chooses.
Joseph was worried when he found out that Mary was expecting a baby before their marriage had taken place. He wondered if he should put off the wedding altogether. Then an angel appeared to Joseph in a dream and said,
"Don't be afraid, Joseph, take Mary as your wife."
The angel explained that Mary had been chosen by God to be the mother of his son and told Joseph that the baby would be named Jesus, which meant Saviour, because he would save people. When Joseph woke up, he did what the angel had told him to do and took Mary as his wife. At this time, the Roman Emperor Augustus wanted to have a list of all the people in the empire to make sure they paid their taxes. He ordered everybody to return to the town where their families originally came from and enter their names in the register there. Mary and Joseph travelled a long way from Nazareth to Bethlehem because that is where Joseph's family came from. They travelled by donkey as Mary's baby was to be born soon.
When they reached Bethlehem, they had problems finding somewhere to stay. So many people had come to register their names in the census that every house was full and every bed was taken in all of the guest rooms. The only place to stay that they could find was with the animals. So, in the place where the animals slept, Mary gave birth to the Son of God. Jesus' bed was the manger that the animals ate their hay from. In the hay holes and fields outside Bethlehem, shepherds looked after their sheep through the long night. As the new day began, suddenly an angel appeared before them, and the glory of God shone around them. The shepherds were very, very scared, but the angel said,
"Don't be afraid, for I have good news for you and everyone. Today in Bethlehem, a Saviour will be born for you. You'll find the baby lying in a manger."
Then many more angels appeared, lighting up the sky. The shepherds heard them praising God, singing,
"Glory to God in the highest, peace to everyone on earth."
When the angels had gone, the shepherds said to one another,
"Let's go to Bethlehem."
So the shepherds went to Bethlehem and found Mary and Joseph. The baby was lying in a manger as they had been told. Then the shepherds returned to their sheep, praising God for sending his Son to be their Saviour. When Jesus was born, a brand new bright star appeared in the sky. Some wise men in faraway countries saw the star and guessed what it meant. They were very clever men that studied the stars. They set out to find the new king and bring him gifts. The wise men followed the star towards the country of Judea, and when they got to Jerusalem, Herod the king of Judea heard this, and it made him very angry to think that someone might be going to take his place as king.
Herod sent for the wise men to come to him. He told them to go following the star until they had found the baby king. He said, "When you have found him, let me know where he is, so that I can go and worship him." But Herod did not tell them that he really had an evil plan in mind to kill the new king. The wise men followed the star towards Bethlehem. It stopped at the place where Jesus was. The wise men entered and found Jesus with Mary. They bowed down and worshipped him. The wise men spread the gifts they had brought before Jesus. The gifts were gold, frankincense, and myrrh. The wise men were warned in a dream by God not to go back to Herod, so they returned home to their countries in the east by a different way.
When the wise men had gone, an angel appeared to Joseph in a dream.
Get up, the angel said. Take Jesus and Mary and escape to Egypt. Stay there until I tell you, for Herod is going to search for Jesus to kill him.
So Joseph got up, took Jesus and Mary during the night. They left for Egypt, where he stayed until Herod died. After Herod had died, Joseph had another dream in which an angel appeared to him. The angel said,
Get up, take Jesus and Mary and go back to Israel, for those who are trying to kill Jesus are dead.
So Joseph got up, took Jesus and Mary. When he heard that Herod's son was now king of Judah, he was afraid to go there. So instead they went to Galilee and lived in their old town of Nazareth.
Dear God, thank you that on the first Christmas you sent your Son. Thank you that you sent him to earth to rescue us. I pray for Christmas this year that we are able to spend time together and have fun, that we won't forget the true meaning of Christmas, and we remember the amazing gift you gave us that first Christmas.